Whoa! Memphis, Tennessee, straight up this bitch. The gun. Big ups to MC Jarbo. Did someone say, wait a minute, Matt, no.
Okay, this is a very special episode indeed, about another one of the people who have found out of this GNN correspondent that is yours truly. That is yours truly. Well, who I am exactly? Well, I am the Gun News Network correspondent. The Gun News Network correspondent, CEC Lothan. You might have remembered this person showing up for one of our episodes to discuss Boogie 2988. And I have to say, before I get into the nitty-gritty details, I have to tell you, join the folks, Falcopunch64, Michael Faulkner, I did not tag you incessantly. All I did was a post on your Discord, whom you told me I'm going to go through every single DM, direct message, correspondence that you have with me, because you made a lot of accusations that I have to answer to. Right? I've never did any of the things that you accuse me of doing. It is your, I have no idea what it is, but it might be some schizophrenia. You seem to be that age. It's your schizophrenia, it's your paranoia, or whatever mental problem that you have that convinced me that I'm the one who tagged you, who kept on complaining, who kept on wanting to be a co-host. I never did that. I only asked you one or two occasions, and yet your mind fill in the blanks and think that I'm some sort of person going after you. Now, if you're confused, if you're really confused over who Falco Punch is, who Michael Faulkner is, hopefully I'll get into detail, and hopefully be a bit more clearer once I go through this screen. As it will be a response to the many responses, many things is said about me, and have to clear things up. And if he leaves the internet, well, for now he doesn't appear to want to leave the internet. Okay, so be it. But personally, I think it is good for him. I think he's becoming another king of pole. He might be another king of pole because my interactions with him, and I consider myself a person who has supported him. Yes, when he decided to leave the internet a few months ago, I did not ask why. When he started to go back into the business of making videos, well, I was more or less supportive. And yet the voices in his head convinced me that I am his net enemy. But I have to set the record clear. And and how should I put it? What happened is, one fine evening, he messaged me. Not I messaged him. He messaged me, went into my DMs in my afternoon. And that's 2 or 3 a.m. in his time. All I did was post a message on the server asking him, all right, you're talking about this set. He was coming in the dead of the night, very late, in dead of the night, his time. He's talking about, oh, I want to sell this microphone, that microphone. And that certain message, well, the entire record of his in his Discord server, it's not even in the DMs. It is Discord server. You're telling me that if you want to build a worldwide audience, you better be ready for people to message you in the dead of the night in your Discord server. He went mental. He just went mental. All I asked him is, wait, what do you think of my microphone when I do my broadcasts? Is that okay? And that's when he went mental and started ranting in my DMs. It's all projection on his part. If you're still confused, never mind. Basically, he lost his mind because I posted in his server. He went ranting and ranting in his DMs. I told him this behavior, you're actually hurting the people you're supporting, behaving like this. And then what he done is that he blocked me, he banned me. Well, he blocked me, he banned me, and if you block and ban someone, chances are, yes, you don't want to have anything to do with this person. But that's not what he did. What he did was to go around telling people, running his mouth about me, and making a lot of allegations, nasty allegations about me, which do not make him look good. I've been emphasizing this point on my show time and time again. If you ever fall out with a former associate that you are on friendly terms with, don't go around spilling the tea. Don't go around talking talking about all the bad things about him because it only makes you look bad. It will raise this question. If you knew that he is such an evil person, why did you associate him in the first place? And of course, this will only serve to escalate things. You go around making accusations about me, I will have to respond. And you call this avoiding drama? Well, well, never mind. I mean, you made a few accusations. Let's go through them one by one. Let's go through them one by one. I had to ban NCCA, not even trying to start drama. He just kept nagging about everything. Nagging about what exactly? Nagging about what exactly? Well, I could have shown the previous messages that were over here, but he blocked me. He banned me, and what's even worse, according to the people, according to some people, I believe that our friend Johnny Fox, Falcopunch64, Michael Faulkner, what he did, what he did was to delete. He deleted every single message. What are you trying to hide? If you're trying to prove that I am a person who is nagging at you like a former ex-girlfriend, don't you want to show that you aren't making shit up? Don't you want to show that yes, the evidence is over here, the CECA loafer, he is a nutcase? Why did you delete everything? That's one of the questions I have thinking, to be honest. Everything. I'm not doing call shows, not making hit my calls, not taking requests. I want evidence because I only asked him. I only asked him. I didn't order him. I did not dictate him. But I think that is really water under the bridge. You can't put these are allegations that can't be proven, not all because he deleted. As you can see, that's the very beginning of the message history because he deleted every single message before December 16th, 2022. And he guilt tripped me. Let's go into that later. Life is too short for e-drama. Well, if you don't want e-drama, don't go on this tirade against me and make all these accusations. Ping me at 3 a.m. You are running a Discord. Discord, if you have an international audience, your server will blow up and people will be messaging you every single time at different hours. It's 3 a.m. your time, but it's 4 p.m. my time. He constantly DM me at least 3 to 4 times a day. Nonsense. You make these accusations about me. I'm going to go through every single DM, Discord, Twitter, just to disprove these allegations. In fact, I have to tell this days pass when I don't message at all. And it really comes to show about your mental fortitude. If you have no idea, even if you never told me, in fact, going through these DMs, it's quite apparent that Johnny the Fox, Falcopunch64, Michael Faulkner never told me, stop it, don't DM me. Don't DM me. He never did say that. In fact, on the contrary, I think he sent way more messages than I did. Or he goes on these very long rants. You know, it reminds me of a boy trying to court a girl. The girl only responds very curtly, very short. But joining the fox, the boy goes on these very long tirades talking about himself and so on and so forth. Right? I'm going to have to disprove this. If you want to go on your server, in fact, he said more or less the same thing. I think he copy and pasted this entire rant onto other servers as well. And that's why I have to call him out. This is not the way. If you really want me to get off your back, don't do this. Just don't do this. I get something scummier, isn't it? Get something scummier. And this is this is the reason why I have to. I really have to bring this in. I really have to make this. I realize that Johnny Fox, he's not a good person. He's an absolute nutcase. Why do you have to bring up? Why do you have to bring up this grooming allegation? If you don't want me, if you don't want me, if you want me to get away from you, why do you have to bring up this grooming allegation? Now I have to bring this up. I really have to bring this up. I mean, it's quite rich talking about grooming allegations, all because you've spoken to someone underage. Underage, 7 days, 364 days, 17 years, 364 days old on the internet. I understand that my audience, they don't see 17-year-olds as young adults. But over in my part of the world, 16-year-olds, 17-year-olds are given adult responsibilities. That's all I have to say. I really that's all I have to say on this matter. This that's all I have to say on this matter. You bunch of people, if you think there's something wrong with me, there's something wrong. If you think that talking to 17-year-old makes you a groomer, all I have to say is you're a very infantilized bunch. Very infantilized bunch. Your teenagers are all infantilized. That's why we in the great motherland will win. It's just absolute nonsense. But if you want to accuse me of being groomer, that's a bit rich. Because from what I understand, Vox tweeted over here claims to be underage as well. 16. You're going to high school. Why are you talking to a 16-year-old and dishing out all these allegations about me being a child groomer? Okay, so what else do we have over here? What else do we have over here? Oh dear. Okay, I think that's enough. I think I've been through enough of this. So went on to other servers, just trying to bring me up. I have no idea why, accusing me of stalking him. Well, I did mention in response to all these allegations, I have to mention him. In response to all these allegations, I spoke to a few mutuals. I spoke to a few mutuals to tell Join the Fox, please stop it. Please stop it. Remove any mention. Make it a clean enough break. And that led him to go on another mental episode. It's just unbelievable. So what do you have over here? Hold on. If I want to damn co-host, I'll just bring back Craig. We'll talk about Craig later. He's a former co-host who, while joining the Fox, alleges to have turned on him. But I think personally, it is another one of these mental episodes that he had, that he thinks that Craig is going after him, after all these personal experiences I had with him, right? How do I know? I've never stalked him in DMs. I've never DM'd him incessantly. Everything in this was in his head, and I think the same applies to his former co-host, Craig. I'm not used here. I don't even look at this. Look at it. Line after line. Everything. He sent me a threat. Yes, the threat is, look, if you want a clean enough break, just take back these allegations. Just take back these allegations, and I won't even have to make this stream to begin with. On and on and on about me, on and on about me, line after line after line. Are you sure there's nothing wrong with you joining the Fox? Is there nothing wrong with you joining the Fox? Michael, Michael Faulkner, Falcopunch64. What's wrong with you? Why are you so obsessed about me making line after line, making accusation after accusation, ranting about me incessantly and accusing me of doing it? No, I have to call out this behavior, honestly. I really have to call out this behavior. Okay, the story with him, but I think you might want to know how. How exactly I came to know Join the Fox and Falcopunch64. He was then hosting a show under the moniker Falcopunch64. And what he wanted, and he wanted an audience, and I was so undecided, yes, I do want a call-in show, so I called in. A few weeks later into this entire show, he lost his mind, claimed that his co-host was conspiring against him, and then left the internet. He came back a few months later with this Johnny Fox. I mean, I have showed I was very kind to do a little bit of publicity on his chat about this channel, and here it is. This is his page, and I did tell, and well, this is what it is. It appears to be it was Boogie at first, but now it seems as if the videos, yes, the videos on To Catch a Predator are the ones that are more popular, getting several thousand views. But you look, but the other videos, well, what he was doing is a bit like DSP, just spamming videos again and again and again. Right? Of course, I mentioned to that in his Discord, well, the contents of which he has deleted for some reason. Maybe he doesn't want to know that he doesn't want the world to know that he's talking to a high school student called Bob's Twitter. But it is what it is. But there we go. But deleted his Discord because I told him, wait, you're uploading way too many videos at once. Better space it out over 1 or 2 days. But you can see the frequency, it's just amazing. You have two videos, barely any views, because no one wants to listen to his audiobook. No one wants to listen to his audiobook. What they want are To Catch a Predator videos. But you can see, it's really the SP tier. The views aren't that many. Well, because, I mean, you're the one who wants to be a big YouTuber, not me. Not this GNN stream. You're the one who wants to be a big YouTuber. So if you're garnering this amount of views, well, it doesn't look good. But all right, you're in, all right. You're in your infancy, but you're in your infancy. I cut you some slack, actually. I cut you some slack. But the problem is seeing the way that you sparked out at someone posting in your Discord, not your DMs, in your Discord. Yes, I think it's better if you just call it off again. You're not cut out for this. You're just not cut out for this. Yes, but as you can see, this is his YouTube channel. The frequency of uploads is comparable to a DSP gaming channel, to be honest. So yes, this is one of the many criticisms I have against him. But he took offense to. But where was I? Yes, I was talking about Johnny Fox, isn't it? Okay. So he wanted to start a new channel, which is this. He wanted me, as weak as I can. He wanted me to bring people into his server. That was the early this month. Earliest month. Oh, please invite me people to my server, which was what I did. Which was what I did actually. Yes, and it was, and well, he ended up having that mental episode, accusing me of DMing him constantly. But let's go through that allegation, shall we? I'm going to release every single DM I had with him. So you look over here. Okay, stuff. Anyone set the server to allow anyone to share links? He's completely clueless. No surprise, doesn't even know how to mute. Doesn't even know how to mute this Discord. Okay, so what do we have here? Yes, I have a new call in Discord. Yes, why did I create call in Discord? Okay, because if you are really interested in DMs, feel free to pause the video, but I'll just go through the gist of each page one by one. Okay, these are the plans for the show. If you want to know what are the behind the scenes footage, behind the scenes preparations, behind the GNN, here it is. So it's very innocuous stuff. Yes, is it constant DMing? I think that if you're doing a show preparation, yes, yes, these DMs are quite important. And if you look into this, I mean, it'll be more obvious later, is that Johnny the Fox talks quite a lot. I'm giving very brief responses, but he's going on these long rants. Yes, you have the knack for it. Looks great tags. Nothing but encouragement. Nothing but encouragement. Where did I bug him? So these are the 17-year-old allegations. They think that people 17 years, 364 days old, they think that they are children. I'm sorry, I come from world where we treat 17-year-olds as young adults. I don't invite any underage to serve. A liar, a Vox Twitter. He claims to be 16. He claims to be 16. He admitted to it. He admitted to it. He's 16 years old, 16 years old. I don't know how old he is. He said 16. He could be a fad. He could be a predator poacher. Like I said, I don't even know how old anyone is. Well, if you want, I'm not sure whether you think that 16-year-olds are young adults. But since you're throwing me this grooming allegation, I'm assuming that I'm assuming that you think that Vox Twitter, sorry, I'm assuming that you think that Vox Twitter is 16 and you have it in your server, that makes you a groomer as well. So why haven't you kicked him out? How I haven't? You make him leave the server. Well, Vox Twitter is 16 years old. I'm going to tell you this, and he's in your server. And if you think that 16-year-olds are children, that 16-year-olds, that people talking 16-year-olds are child predators, you're one yourself, Johnny Fox. You're one yourself. And you actually streamed with me. The records are over here. The records are all over in this GNN channel. Now let's continue. Okay, so let's see more about these pedo allegations, grooming allegations over me, all because I communicated with someone 17 years and 364 days old. But there you go. I'm talking things are done differently on the other side of the world, I suppose. Trust me, every person trusted screw over me in May. I'm beginning to think that's a mental episode, that these people are just playing around with him, and he lost his mind. He just lost his mind. It's just terrible. It's just terrible. Okay, more of these allegations. So no, I don't think I was DMing him constantly. If I were DMing him, it'd be for what? It'd be 4 years preparation. Send you money. So I have to donate through PayPal. And I just have to tell you this: if you donate through PayPal, I just be careful of getting your name doxed. I suggest turning your PayPal account into a company name, to use a company name instead of your real name when donating through PayPal. Now that's my 2 cents that matter. But yes, as you can see, nothing about him, nothing about me texting him, your show is lousy, do something else, so on and so forth. Yes, helping him out. So, see, 11. Just can you do me a favor? Leave and join again. That is a test up calling server. Very innocuous. Very innocuous. And as you can see, I didn't text him constantly. It's just online. You ignore it. It is to your credit. It is to your credit that you learned how to ignore. messages, but for some reason you did not ignore messages when I just talked about your show, discussed the show, or your Discord. Don't say it's nagging. You just simply cannot take criticism. You simply cannot take criticism. So I'll just go back. I'll just go back to the. Oh, never mind. He had a meltdown again when someone left his server because he was banned accidentally. It's quite simple. What you have to do is to apologize, and tell them what the problem was. Instead of bitching it to that 16-year-old on Twitter, 16-year-old on Discord. So we're talking. Yeah, I decided to discuss another content creator with plenty of viewers, plenty of people wanting to call in, but only has live viewership of 300 or so. Okay, innocuous enough. Well, if you want to read the contents, please pause. Let's see what's happening. He's streaming game, but I think the majority of the audience are underage teenagers. But 3 hours later, have you ever stopped complaining about people's shows? I came on here to help you now with bitching. Help you now you're bitching about it. How do you help me exactly? How did you help me? Quit all day, every day. You have some kind of complaint about how I run my show, or my appearances, or I'm not doing what you want. Stop. No evidence. Do you see anything that suggests that I'm bitching about him in the DMs? Well, I mean, you can read through DMs slowly, one by one, and see for yourselves. And see for yourselves. And you see all these long runs. Wanted people to submit content and merely responded to his call. And you have to see this. When he decided to show his Discord in his community channel, he said, "Oh, I just want you to come in, give your opinions about the show, and if you manage to watch any of his boogie content, well, you did say, well, the reason why I add boogie content to catch a predator content is because you, the audience, requested for it." And what he means by nagging, I'm not sure, because I don't think I haven't nagged on him. All I did is I posted on the server. That's all. I posted on the server that is, hold on, that is almost dead. That's more or less dead, and he just simply lost his mind. If Johnny the Fox is watching this, I would like him to produce evidence to the contrary. There's a difference between taking requests and worrying me the hell out night, day and night. Why are you worried? I'm just posted in your Discord server. That's it. And you decided to delete everything in your server. Why? Why? I'm not sure. Why? I'm not sure. If you're going to say I deleted everything in my server, well, that's red herring, but I just have to tell you this. I'm hounded by a bunch of nutcases, and I would like everything. I would like everything to be deleted. But how about you? What's your excuse? Are you hounded by me as well? Well, I've shown you DMs. The DMs are here. I did not complain about your show in the DMs at all. So what's your excuse? So can you produce evidence to the contrary? Can you produce evidence to the contrary? And when he says, "I'm not trying to be a dick," well, he is trying to be a dick. Yes, but whatever. But whatever. I've told him, okay. I've told him, if you don't want to change the format, if you don't want to take my feedback, that's no problem. You're gaining viewers. I told him. I've already taught him. All right, do your own thing. And kept on ranting on and on and on and on. I don't want to produce. I don't want to call on show. I don't want to change anything. Yes, don't change. When you see anything in my DMs that suggested that I want you to change anything, why did you lose your mind? Why do you lose your mind? I even tell him, okay, the other streamers who like to do call shows, I'll approach them instead. Never mind, I'm leaving you alone. And yes, I think if he really had, I really think at this point, I really thought that maybe the problem is me posting in the server. So yes, best if I leave the server. And then he just lost his mind. just completely lost his mind. Blocked me. I could not message him. And then he pulls off that kind of nonsense. Pulls off this kind of nonsense. It's accusing me. It's accusing me of child grooming when you just let it be. Okay, now maybe he's referring to the Twitter DMs that I've sent. Okay, these are Twitter DMs. I'll just go through them slowly. If you want to read them one by one, personally, I have nothing to hide. But if you want to read them, please pause the video and just go through them. Right? Okay, not streaming YouTube. For a while, he tried to go on to Twitch. Sometime in December, he decided to go back to YouTube. Yes. And then he discovered that the way to success is just to change his name back to Johnny Fox. And I did tell him the problem with Johnny Fox is, yes, it's difficult to find your channel because a lot of people use the name Johnny Fox. But I believe that's nagging according to him. Okay, so let's go on. Okay, here it is. Yes, seen this, and if you can see anything, if there's a certain, yes, as I've told you, I just post one short comment and he responds in paragraphs, continually texting me. So if anyone's harassing me through DMs, this is Johnny the Fox. Yes, but yeah, we're discussing some online drama. I've even told him where I am. Yes, this is some online content, and I also told him this is some online content that you can cover. Yes, Kingdom Casinos no more. Okay, see, so it's just very innocuous stuff. Yes, what you want me to tune into your show? Okay, these are timings where I can tune into your show. It's just very helpful stuff. I'm not badgering him to change his format. Right, so here. Hold on. Okay, I think that's the only time I offered becoming co-host to his show. Right? Because I thought he was doing what he did back in May. Yes, when he had a mental breakdown and accused Craig, Max, his former co-hosts, of going after him. Yes, and then that happened. I think he just had a mental breakdown. I think he's lying about me. Behind the scenes drama and legal threats. Personally, looking back, I think he instigated all of this. Craig, Max, they just simply retaliated. You know, all because our friend Johnny Fox lost his mind. Right? So here it is. These are the reasons why he refuses to have a call-in show. And I don't think I've ever badgered him about this, but it has been in his mind. It has been in his mind for so long that he throws this out. The drama has been settled. They are banned. I blocked them all. Human says, I leave them alone. They leave me alone. I leave them alone. Oh, and he hasn't been leaving me alone. He hasn't been leaving me alone. You've seen all these very obsessive ranting about me in other people's server. Okay, so this. All right, go on. I run my show how I see fit. Yes, so be it. So be it. I thought Craig and Max are their supporters. Strange of them burn bridges. All I want to do is put on a show. Then I get RL lawsuits. It's just no Facebook, suicide threats, and all this other autism. It ain't gonna happen again. Why? All right, just say no. What's the difficulty of just saying no? Just say no. I don't want co-host. Okay, I'll leave it like that. But there he goes on this rant. Well, this very long rant. Max rather the skeleton lawsuit against me. It's just awful. It's just awful. Try to scale it to lawsuit. Legal demands about my books. Bad retard on the internet. Let's make a thread about you. Well, I'm making a video about you. And the reason why that's the case The reason why this is the case is because you decided to go around making allegations about me and not making this a clean break. So I have to. You said that I DM'd you constantly. So okay, so be it. So be it. I'm going to release all the DMs and let people judge for themselves. Oh, people are rage quit. No, I left because my sister said I was planning life suicide. One stroke already in 2019. Of course, I have sympathy for your sister, and I think, to be honest, that I think the entire thing between Craig and Max is a huge misunderstanding. I think it's your schizo brain, just making things up in your head and land itself in this lawsuit situation or whatever it is. I think if you really care for your sister, you either seek help, either learn how to mute your Discord, yes, or stop doing it. Stop doing it altogether. Stop doing it altogether. Yes, I've already told you this. You might have, if you recall from your appearance on my show, you've said, yes, you've said that this YouTube business is not going to earn you any money. So as if how you don't bother with YouTube anymore. If you lose your mind and end up getting the people closest to you hurt. So these are all of his aliases: Johnny Fox, Falcopunch, Fox Die, Razor Plays, Head Cenobite. Oh, people always find me. Yes, I thought that's what you wanted. Well, what happened? Right, okay, you don't want people to call in. How about super chats? And then he kept on ranting, just kept on ranting. My name is John Michael Faulkner. I lived in Toronto for the last 4 years and now live in Nantes with my dad in his apartment. How? Why are you telling me this? Why are you telling me this? Yes, and you see, you just see what's happening, right? You see what's happening over here? It's not me who's DMing Johnny the Fox constantly. It's not me who's DMing Johnny the Fox constantly. Right? If anything, it's the other way around, isn't it? Told him, encourage. Yes, the streams are better. We're not getting publicity. Well, he's found a winning formula. He's found a winning formula about the show, and for his show, and ironically, he's talking about child groomers and pedophiles. Okay, so be it. So be it. It's no need to, going to fly into accusations. You're going to fly into accusations that I am trying to dictate you. Right? I've already made it quite clear. I wanted to call in for fun. I wanted to super chat for fun. And that's it. That's it. Yes, of course. And then he went on to say, no, I don't owe you anything. I don't owe you anything for the super chats. Well, I'm not sure whether this makes you look good to begin with. Are you keen on sharing? I like to pretend I am. All right. So, okay, let's go through the DMs. Let's go through DMs and see what else I have. I'll see what else to say about here. Yes, behind the scenes stuff. Behind the scenes stuff. It's 70 viewers is very good. Yes, I did complain it's very difficult to find his show on YouTube because Johnny Fox is incredibly generic. It's more behind the scenes stuff. If you're interested, yes, please go into detail. You can go into detail. You can pause, go into detail. The boogie impersonation. Yes, and because that's all. Yes, behind the scenes footage. Because this is behind the scenes, so on and so forth. December 8th when he appeared on the GNN. Yes, and the very last DM I had on Twitter. It's 4 days. There are days when I go without DMing him at all. Yes, my relationship with him is not obsessive. Of course, if you think otherwise, no, so if there's evidence to suggest otherwise, I like John Michael Faulkner to present his evidence, or even better, just let it die off. Don't bother. If you manage to see this, don't bother replying. You're a big YouTuber with thousands of views for each video right now. Never mind that you haven't realized that the Catch a Predator, boogie stuff are the things that draw views. Right? If I were you, and I have to tell you this, to Catch a Predator stuff, that thing will run out. If you want to post on DSP, it's not best. It's not good way. It's not the best way to proceed, if you ask me. But whatever, you run the show the way you want. I have never said no, you shouldn't. In fact, I would say all I did is hope the show could be a call-in show. I hope the show, or at least he allows for super chats. All I did is just give feedback, and you just lost your mind. So this is the very last. DM I gave to him before he blocked me. I asked you a question via super chat. Do the Red Alert and AOE, yes, Age of Empires have the same creators? No. No, it isn't. Thanks for money, bud. And for all the support I've given him, he decides to talk shit about me. It's very sad. I understand it might be a mental episode on his part. Well, but, if you decide to go around making allegations like this, I have to come up with this. And you shouldn't be too hard on yourself. You shouldn't be too hard on yourself. Right? No one watched this video. So if you just keep your mouth shut, just let bygones be bygones, I don't think this video will blow up. Well, but I really have to put it out there because, well, you can't make accusations and not expect people and not expect me to reply to them. So that's all I have to say about this app. Say about our former friend. He's giving me the King of Pope vibes. But that's all I have to say about our former friend. I think he's just lost his mind on May. He lost his mind on December. He did a lot of things. To, I believe, to instigate, to provoke his former associates into issuing lawsuits and going after his sister. Or whatever. Oh no, I think it's threatened suicide. I think he's the one who threatened suicide. Given his mental condition. But whatever, I personally hope your mental health gets better and you don't treat people like your former co-hosts and people who support you like this. Well, with that,
Memphis, Tennessee, straight up this bitch. The gun.
Hope you enjoyed.
Big ups to MC Jarbo.
Look over.
Did someone say, wait a minute, Matt, no.